Fans on their feet. Sellout crowd in Daytona for the 67th annual 500. The Wood Brothers family, racing Fords in NASCAR since 1949, wave the green flag, and we're underway.
As they build this energy, you talked about it earlier, Kevin. First time any of these guys have felt all 40 cars being out there. A lot more speed, a lot more the pushing, everything, all the runs, the blocks, everything happens a lot faster when everybody's out.
Yeah, and you know, the experienced guys and guys that have had good talks with their team, they're going to take their time a little bit right here. But I don't think you want to wait too long. I think you want to put yourself in as good a position as possible. If you're at the front half of this field, if you're at the second half of this field, you're going to immediately go into how much fuel can I save, because the guys up front are the ones that have the track position, and you're not going to get it. So you might as well start trying to accomplish something in the second half of this field.
Sprinkling in turn 2 has put us under caution at lap 10. With William Byron leading from Austin Cindric, Ty Dillon, Chase Briscoe, and Joey Logano, all three makes. Chevy, Toyota, and Ford represented there in the top 5. All right, pace car is in. And the fans, wet and dried off and on their feet once again. Green flag, we're racing again in the Daytona 500.
Well, we've seen some pretty consistent players up front. With Joey Logano is able to push cars, make moves. We've seen Corey LaJoie stay up in the front. William Byron has been right there. Kyle Busch has made himself one of those consistent players in the 9. It seems like they've changed the lanes a couple times, but those are the guys that are consistent.
On the start, but there's Bowman in 6th place in the 48.
I think that's the benefactor. Oh, we got it. Denny's around.
Denny Hamlin, and around goes Zane Smith. And we're going to be under caution. Oh, Josh Berry in the wall for the Wood Brothers.
You see the right rear broke on that 38 car.
Lock it down.
Yeah, that inside line is going to stack up, and Denny Hamlin is just at the end of that stack up and checks up and gets hit from behind.
Yep.
From the 38.
Almost had it saved.
And you saw Zane Smith hit the door of the 2 car right there and spin out. That happens a lot. You hit that right front end of the door, and all of a sudden the car will just whip around.
Continue under caution, and Joey Logano will pick up his first ever stage win in the Daytona 500. Under caution for this.
I think Logano missed. Something happened with a shift or something. Stack that outside lineup and they're wrecking.
Oh, crash. Ross Chastain, Castroneves, and others.
Then Chastain gets turned up into LEO.
Yep, John Hunter Nemechek got the corner of Chastain.
And then there's Kyle Busch spinning around back there. Product of that penalty. Mistakes bite people, bite these teams each and every week.
Blaney and Chris Buescher, Penske, Team Penske and RFK. On point on the high side, Austin Cindric.
And all of a sudden you'll see these new players get in the mix and position themselves up towards the front of the field, but you just don't know what the next twist is going to be, Mike.
I tell you who's creating that game plan is Fords. 3 Fords, 3 wide. There's no way around them. They're controlling the pace of this race. Caution is out.
Debris on the track. Lap 83. Atlanta Motor Speedway next Sunday. Ready for the restart. Austin Cindric. Chase Elliott on the outside. Noah Gragson on the bottom, trying to bring Ryan Preece up there into play. The 4 and the 60 with last year's Daytona 500 runner-up Alex Bowman, 3rd in line on the bottom.
There again, you see Chase Elliott being able to keep that really close spacing on the back bumper of Austin Cindric as he shoves him out there to the lead.
And Logano found that hole. Excuse me, found that hole, slipped up in front of Wallace right there. Got him another one.
When those guys are committed to each other, we've talked about it all night. You're able to make ground and do things that you might not have the confidence to do if it wasn't Joey Logano behind you and Chris Buescher in front of him. You might not have the confidence to just stay connected.
Cindric and Blaney tied together. Now Blaney comes up to hold the number 9 back.
Cindric's way out there.
Well, that's what we talked about. You want to send that leader as far out as you can to make him make some decisions.
Here they come. Here they come to the line. Cindric, can he edge Blaney? No, Blaney gets the push from his buddy Chase Elliott. And Ryan Blaney wins stage number 2.
I'm afraid he got too far out.
He did. Well, that's what we talked about earlier. You want to shove them out so that you can get them slowed down coming back towards the pack.
Ryan Blaney now has his 4th stage win in Daytona 500s.
Fuel right sides only that time.
Back under green to begin stage 3. That'll take us to 200 laps, 500 miles.
Well, we've got those players mixed back up again. We see Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch up in the front. Bubba Wallace has pretty much been consistently somewhere around those top cars all night.
I haven't taken my eyes or my chances off of Bubba Wallace, but I'll tell you what we do see. Finally see some other manufacturers up here. Those pair of Chevys on the bottom. Let's see what they can do against these Fords.
4 drivers at the front, each trying to win their first Daytona 500.
Here comes a big push. Chase Elliott in the back of Wallace on that outside to the lead.
Well, now you think that's just a classic case of Ryan Blaney trying to save a little bit more fuel, and those guys are just not in that mode to his extent right now.
Regardless, it's up the same bumper it always is, that 9 car.
Welcome back. We're under caution at Daytona for debris.
Mike William Bryan done a nice job of positioning himself again towards the front of the pack. Race car a little bit loose when being pushed. It should be right side only for the 24. Josh?
Well, the 23 of Bubba Wallace pits from the lead. Happy with that car. It'll be fuel only for him. Same deal with Ryan Blaney. Just talking with a spotter about if he can do anything better. Jimmy?
Austin Cindric comes in 4th. He's led 37 laps today. 3 seconds of fuel only.
34 cars on the lead lap, and if you're in it, you could win it. Wallace, Toyota, Cindric, Ford at the front on this restart.
We're outside of our need for fuel savings, Clint, so now it's time. We're going to see these guys push and shove more than they have all night. As you see right off the bat, Ryan Blaney wiggle around there through turn 2.
I already saw Keselowski back there with 5th, 6th row. He wanted that outside. I need room to go, and they want to move on the outside.
There you see Bubba Wallace drag that top lane back down to the middle. Haven't seen John Hunter all night. Here he is, 33 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Ricky has become super aggressive with the back of that car and the Corey LaJoie car. And you see him going through the trioval right there, how close Ricky is able to stay. But that is what has made up the ground.
They're going to have about one more chance of blocking this 22, and if they miss it, he's going to be around them. Huge pushes off of John Hunter Nemechek behind him. Look at this.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Late block
on
by
that block.
Stenhouse.
He's still trying. He's up.
Trying to squeeze it. Couldn't do it. Into the wall goes Logano. And with him goes Blaney and Gregson and Chase Elliott.
Got a little greedy there, Kevin.
Ryan Blaney led 22 laps. Had one of the best 2 or 3 cars here, as did his teammate Joey Logano.
Man, poor Blaney. He was in the position to win this race. Was doing nothing wrong. Literally in the catbird seat and got wiped out.
Ryan Blaney there to the inside in blue and yellow, a 2-time runner-up. The 500 gets taken out as mayhem ensues.
I mean, 9 to go in the Daytona 500, leading the race, and you look around him, you've got Austin Cindric, John Hunter Nemechek, Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, Christopher Bell. So many stories and a lot to unfold.
Green flag for the restart with 8 laps to go. Cindric on the outside, LaJoie on the inside.
This isn't the scenario that I think I would want if I was a teammate, you know, with being door to door with my teammate Hamlin and Bell for this front.
Whoa! He gets Bell into the wall.
Off of the front
Off
bumper
of Custer, and up in the air goes Ryan Preece. And for the 2nd time in his career, he is flipping at Daytona. Good grief.
Off the front bumper, we were talking about a lap before. Custer got to his bumper. That thing went side to side, and he couldn't hold on to it. It was one too many.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that window net down. That was a really odd wreck with the way that front of that car got up in the air and then it blew over. just happy to see him crawling out of that car.
I don't think I've ever seen one get up in a wheelie like that and blow over.
And there's his boss, Brad Keselowski, with a lot of damage from this one. A devastating crash for Ryan Preece.
I'm so glad to see that window net down and him be able to get out of that thing. Whew, that's scary.
It's unbelievable what it looks like when these cars get caught by the air like that. And I'm with you, Clint. I've never seen one take off like with a wheelie like that.
Number 11, Cindric, and the number 2, Ford, lead them back to green. It's green-white checker. The overtime rules are, if the leader takes the white flag, signifying 1 to go, under green, the next flag ends the race.
The Fords are hooked up on that outside, going to the outside of no help with Denny Hamlin on the bottom.
Yeah,
big run.
You see Cole Custer just attached to the back of that 2 car. Denny got them broke apart right there. The 3rd car and behind Cole Custer right there, back attached to the 2.
The difference to the 2 and the Bell, the 20, Bell couldn't keep him behind him. Huge pushes there.
Driving in the mirror, doing his block. A quick move on the outside with Denny Hamlin.
Here comes the Ford to his inside. LaJoie, there'd be pushes on both sides. Custer goes to the outside.
And they crash. Hamlin gets turned into the wall.
Oh my gosh. Still green.
Trying to let the leaders race back. Here they come.
Still green. It's
off.
That could be a 2-time winner here. William Byron.
Byron, Nemechek, Reddick. Off turn 4 and to the flag. Checker is waving, and William Byron has won the 500 for the 2nd year in a row.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, baby, let's go!
Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. 2 in a row.
The caution waved just after Byron took the checker. He is the first back-to-back winner since Denny Hamlin in 2019 and 20. Tyler Reddick is 2nd. Jimmy Johnson unofficially 3rd.
Love you guys. 2-time, baby. Let's do it. Love you, boys.
Byron led 5 times for a total of 9 laps.
So close for Denny Hamlin to making this a 4-time Daytona 500 winner. Man, they were going for it. Cindric, Austin Cindric, Denny Hamlin. Huge runs. Cole Custer was right there to the outside.
And that's what we expect as we get to the end of these races. Guys just willing to throw it all on the line right there to take chances.
William Byron started racing on the computer. Told his dad, I'd like to try this. They got him a Legends car. He started winning and never looked back. Went to the K&N Series, the Truck Series, Xfinity, and the Cup Series. And now he has only 2 finishes better than 21st in 8 Daytona 500 starts, and they are both wins.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.